Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the New York Yankees and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Shohei Ohtani, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Well, I think the key for him is going to be locating strikes and forcing soft contact. He doesn't have dominant stuff compared to some other guys, but if he executes, he can still be very effective. We'll see how he does.
Here's Brett Gardner now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The left fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
Here comes the first pitch. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Popped him up. Cozart in foul ground. And he brings it in on the warning track. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He finished last season with the most home runs in the major leagues. He won the Major League home run title. He can put a ball into orbit when he catches it, and I hope he catches one in this game.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. Should be in for a warm one this afternoon. 91 degrees, our first pitch temperature. Here's the 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll swing and send a chopper out to second. Kinsler fields it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. It's the Yankees nothing, Angels coming to bat on MLB Network. Masahiro Tanaka will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. What's your take on him, Dan?
Tanaka right now is the best of all of their starting pitchers. Good fastball, 92 to 94. Best pitch is the split finger. He'll throw it early. He'll throw it often. If he has the good split, these hitters are in for a long night.
Now at the plate, Ian Kinsler. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Ian Kinsler.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. In past meetings with Tanaka, just 3 for 14. He also has 1 home run. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. And there's 1 down now. Now the moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, he'll breeze through 7 strong.
Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Now that had to feel good because it was one of those that you don't even feel the ball hit your bat. Show track tells us he blasted it out there at 115 miles an hour. So yeah, he squared it up about as good as you can. Here's Justin Upton now. On the move is Trout from first. That's a strike. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. In now is Andrelton Simmons. In past meetings with Tanaka, he's just 2 for 9. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
From the belt, the pitch. And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. From the stretch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the... Next will be the cleanup hitter, Didi Gregorius. He'll get us started in the top of the second. The 0-1 on its way. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane. Here's how the Halos are going to line up on defense. And guys, we need to seriously focus on the defense behind the dish today. This guy brings gold to the party, the ability to block balls, keep everything in front of him, shut down a running game, and massage his pitcher through 9 innings.
Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
Dero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Hicks now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He stays alive, still 2-2.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Cole Calhoun will stand in now, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second.
Cole Calhoun.
First offering on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. That misses. 1-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
2-2 to count to Cole Calhoun. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Calhoun is retired, and there's 1 away.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they called him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius' time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
Swing and a miss on a nice biting slider.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Check swing in the dirt, but he went around. And he makes the throw to first. Cozart is retired. 2 down now.
Batting 7th, first baseman.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. In past meetings with Tanaka, just 3 for 14. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Low with the splitter. Ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Tough slider down low for a strike. Check your swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire. Ball 2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Full count.
2 out, nobody on. And he got another one here. He strikes out the side. He set down 5 in a row via the punch out, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikes. Now the beauty of the Southern California coast. Thanks for being with us for daytime baseball on MLB Network from the Big A. Here's Tyler Austin now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
And this is taken in by Upton for the first out.
Second baseman.
Striding in, number 25. He'll get his first shot with the bat here. Popped him up. Valbuena has room in foul territory, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Miguel Andujar now. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Oh, I just don't understand that swing. The first 2 guys made outs on just 1 pitch. What are they doing up there?
Dribbled to the right side. That winds up foul. The 0-2 once more. And there's strike 2 as the fastball is fouled off to the right. 0-2.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Batter
threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Home half of the third coming up. No score. And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jeffrey Marte, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Jeffrey Marte.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. And that's out number 1.
Batting 9th, catcher.
Ready now for LA, Martin Maldonado, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Here's one that misses to the Angel catcher. It's back even at 1-1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Ball and 2 strikes to the Angels catcher. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
The batter, number 3.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Now a check swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Here's Brett Gardner now, back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
Lifted down the line in left. After it is Upton. 2 down. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Popped him up. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
I think if he executes that pitch on the corner instead of off of it, he probably gets some pretty weak contact.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still.
Leading off the fourth inning, center fielder.
Here comes the first pitch.
Run.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. High in the air down the right field line. Judge is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Leadoff man gone for the left fielder, Justin Upton. First pitch on its way to Upton. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Upton in a hole, 0-2 the count to him.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. In now is Andrelton Simmons. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And with 2 out, that means Cole Calhoun moves from the on-deck circle into the batter's box next.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
Cole Calhoun will stand in now as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. First time up, he went down looking. Now the 1-0. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Simmons leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends. Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll start off the fifth in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Behind 0-2 now. Fouled away. The next 0-2. And another foul ball. The 0-2 once more. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Digging in for his second at-bat, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hit sharply on the ground. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Yankees.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Into the box now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Well, now that we're midway through this one, it's safe to say that runs have been at a premium, and both starters, doing it in different ways, have turned in excellent performances.
Dan, you could speak to this. Obviously, two different ways to skin a cat. One's a finesse guy, working all four quadrants, keeping guys off balance. The other a flamethrower coming right at you.
Yeah, it's been a story of like two different styles of pitchers, but both getting the same thing. Both throwing strikes early, keeping the ball down in the zone. As you touched on it, there's more than one way to get around through a lineup, and we've seen one guy with power and one guy do it with more skill and finesse.
Hit back up the middle. Kinsler for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Up next for the Yankees, first baseman, Tyler Austin.
Digging in to try it again, Tyler Austin. He flew out in his last at-bat. No runs, just one hit, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Yanks leave one. Halfway home, still no score. Striding in once again, Zach Kozar. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman,
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Kozar.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now here it comes. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle, center cut. Tough pitch to take.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. At the plate, Luis Valbuena. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. One out, nobody on. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1. The 1-1 home. It's in there for strike number 2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Gardner's after it. He gets there, and that's the second out. Ready for another chance? Jeffrey Marte. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch coming. Here it is. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Looks at a slider over the outer half for strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And that one stayed too low apparently. strike him out. 10 now in the ball game. Into the box now, number 25 comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Number 25.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
1-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calhoun coming on. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning. Here's the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. And right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
Into the box, Brett Gardner, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. This is flared right back over the mound. Toward his left is Simmons. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. Here's big Aaron Judge. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
Hey, 1 strike away from 6 shutout innings against this lineup.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1 left. Digging in, Martin Maldonado. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First offering on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And that one right down Main Street.
0-2.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. And he misses there, 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ballgame.
Now batting.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Strike 2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Count still at 1-2.
Gotta believe that was a mislocation because it missed right down the middle. This guy's gonna have nightmares at the plate thinking about missing that one.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And the pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. 2 out, nobody on. got another one. 13 strikeouts now in the back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary for the first 6 innings of play. Giancarlo Stanton now. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point. Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem, and what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away. Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez. A hit in 2 tries so far. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit hard on the ground to the right. Balbuena fields it cleanly. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Here's Justin Upton now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
No balls and 1 strike. Here comes the 0-1. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Good breaking ball right there. Good hard slider. The count now 0-2. He's getting deep into the outing, but his slider is still staying sharp. He doesn't look at all like he's starting to tire. He looks as good now as he did early on in the game.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Missed with a slider.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
Got him! And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. 1 away, and here's the shortstop, Andrelton Simmons.
Andrelton Simmons.
First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. And he watches one split the middle here, 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped foul, and it looks like that's going to make it into the VIP seats. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Got him, and that's number 15 for the ball game. Cole Calhoun will stand in now, and he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Off the corner with the splitter, it's 2-0.
We've seen him go down on strikes more than once in this game, so this has been a better approach by him at this at-bat. Much more patient, and he's gotten himself into a good hitter's count.
Too high, and it's 3-0. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here. Digging in once again, Zach Cozart. He went down on strikes last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And Cozart even in the count at 1-1. Did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Here now, the 2-2 is in there. A called strike 3. Angels strand. Striding in once again, Aaron Hicks. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Popped high in the air. Maldonado is under it. He's got it 1 away. Digging in to try it again. Tyler Austin. No hits to this point. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is Upton. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya. So a solo shot here to left center field. And it's now a 1-run ball game.
You can call it unfair or just the breaks of the game, but up until this pitch, which was a big mistake, he was throwing a gem. Now he looks up at the scoreboard and he's trailing. That's demoralizing, but he's got to forget about it quickly.
In now, number 25. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. As we head into the later innings in this game, I think it's safe to say that both starters have given their teams a great chance to win here today.
Wow, Giro, we've seen one power pitcher, one finesse guy, but both of them on point. 2 different ways to get through a lineup, and both of them have worked.
Yeah, Dan, tip of the cap to both starters, right? 2 different ways. The power guy was on top of his game, not really mincing much, just coming right down the throat at these offensive players. The finesse guy did exactly what he's always done. Move the ball up and down, in and out, and get it to the bullpen.
Hit in the air to right field. Calhoun has a read on it, and the inning is over. Yankees do get 1 on the solo homer. On now to the bottom of inning number 8. It's now 1-0 New York. Here's Luis Valbuena now. He'll be the one to lead off against Masahiro Tanaka.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. And there's ball 1.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up. Here's Jeffrey Marte now. First pitch of the at-bat. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Check swing grounder to the right side. Scooped up, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready for another chance? Martin Maldonado. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Man, he certainly got him protecting the plate right there. He almost got him to go around on that slider right there. I would not be surprised if he goes fishing a little bit further outside.
Oh, tried to hold back as this is hit back toward the mound. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the... Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Brett Gardner. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Kinsler shading to his right. And that's the first out of the inning. Here's big Aaron Judge. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Softly hit here to the left side. And this will be taken in by the third baseman for the second out. Ready for another shot now, Giancarlo Stanton. And he's 0 for in this one, batting out of the 3 spot. Now here's the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they lead it 1-0. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hicks is under it. 1 out. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Seared down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Sliders in for a strike. Check swing grounder to the right side. He's got it. And they will get, no, he's in there. A very close play at first. Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Aroldis Chapman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Albert Pujols will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. Pujols is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
The 0-2 on his way from Chapman. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Back to first, a double play, and with that, the ball game is over.
Man, they battled right to the end, getting the tying run aboard in the 9th, but that's where the threat ended as they turned a double play to finish this one once and for all.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The New York Yankees came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Masahiro Tanaka earns the victory on the mound. Shohei Ohtani takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.